It's also all a little bit of a joke, starting with the name Kneecap, which ridicules the paramilitary practice of punishing delinquents by shooting them in the knee.
It came to the point where if you were shot, if you got a punishment beating or a kneecapping, you were like the top scumbag type of thing, so it became like a badge of honour.
Why do you wear the balaclava?
I used to work in a school. I was teaching, and then obviously I had to cover the face just to keep me anonymity.
Didn't work.
It didn't work.
It was the worst kept secret. The letter, didn't you have the letter there? So this is a letter I got from the school. It was kind of
investigation. That was
investigation after they wanted to find out who was the masked member, and they had suspicions that it might have been me, which was completely wrong.
It's not even true.
So I am writing.
Letter anyway.
I am writing in relation to serious concerns which have been raised in relation to your alleged membership of a musical group known as Kneecap. In one video, a masked member appears to snort a white substance. In another video available online, a masked member indecently exposes his buttocks, mooning the crowd with the words Brits and out written on either buttock. In one extract, the masked member uses crutches as gun signals towards the crowd, and there's like 12 pages of this shit.
There's no proof.
There's no proof.
Wait, so is this how you got fired?
Yeah.
Is that letter is how you got fired?
Yeah, it was like, if you ever watch like a pirate film, where they put you out on the walkway and you have a choice of either jumping or being pushed. I just did a big fucking backflip, landed, hands all around.
Landed on your feet too.
Landed on my feet.
That's fucking gold.
We asked the guys in Kneecap to show us around West Belfast. They took it one step further.
We're now following them to basically an isolated place in the woods outside the city where one of them was christened as a child. It's an old clandestine Catholic church in the woods. It's called the Mass Rock, dating back to when it was illegal to practice Catholicism in Northern Ireland.
Follow us.
Oh. You want to teabag him or something? Have you regretted asking us yet?
Nope, not yet.
You'll get there, don't worry.
The year after I was born, I was christened here, and I haven't been here since. So,
why would your parents christen you in a rock in the woods?
they're super hipsters, and they just wanted to be different. No, I think they love the Ra and the Irish language.
The Ra, by the way, is the IRA.
So he was raised with Irish, like he had it in the house. He's one of the elites.
Dragged up through Irish.
He was dragged up through Irish.
Your parents spoke Irish when you were growing up?
Yeah, constantly. It is the oldest written language in Europe that's still spoken today.
Why does it matter so much to you guys, the language?
I mean, identity's everything. I think a lot of people in Ireland, particularly, up the north side of it anyway, are having a bit of an identity crisis. So once you speak the language, you know who you are as a person, and then knowing who you are as a person comes the confidence to do whatever the fuck you want. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Do you know how far we are from where we're going? From the Mass Rock?
Having a fucking clue. Well, are we boring you already?
No. I'm just...
It's getting tired.
Canadians on the road.
That's it, yeah.
I'm mocking up Disney, Higgling fucking Fanak, Mickey Daniel, 8 chapter of Alak, Via Car, Carsburg, August Jen and Tonic, Marshin, Burger Moy, Lumps and Matt, Malamore, Ranye.
We've been walking around for about an hour.
How do we get across?
And nobody knows exactly where this place is.
He could have made this whole story up for you. I don't see no proof. What do you think?
I have no
Neither do
fucking clue.
You Americans must feel proper lost now. Not a McDonald's in sight. All right, we've got a river. This is it? Yeah!
Oh, no shit.
Who's looking baptized?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, Jesus. The fucking state of the place.
This is where the younger priests come to drink.
Catholics were good at finding the hiding spaces, you mean, for mass.
Practice.
Because there was a load of Irish-speaking Fenians going deep into the forest in 1994 it was. It was very suspicious back in them days for the English. So the English followed us in a helicopter the whole time, and the helicopter hovered over the christening the whole time. So that's how I came into life, being stalked by the British.
Hopefully that's the way you go out as well.
That's the way I go out, getting chased by a British helicopter.
So I think some people would look at you guys, you wearing the balaclava. People would look at this and they would assume, all right, these kids are like young IRA sympathizers. Is that true?
Well, all we know is the Irish nationalists that we know, and the Republicans that we know are all the bin men and teachers in our schools and barmen. These people who are just poor working class people want to join a cause, and that's all we see. We can't look back at that time and question the options they chose, like going towards violence, whatever. That was a different time. But I wouldn't advocate any violence these days. I don't think it's going to get us anywhere. I think there's other options now, and that's why music and culture and language is so important to these people.
Northern Ireland is a place where you can choose whether to be an Irish citizen or a British citizen.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
You make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, I assume, have Irish passports?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do any of you have British passports?
Behave.
It's only a piece of paper at the end of the day too, like, you know what I mean? If I had a British passport now, it doesn't make me any less Irish. But the thing, yeah, I think to have the British passport is to legitimise, essentially, the 800 years of colonialism here. It's an illegitimate state, you know?
If someone went into your house and took over your kitchen and just said, no, this is my kitchen now, and you go, what the fuck, I was just making a pizza. And then you go, well, I don't care, this is my kitchen, I'm calling it Northern Kitchen.
But with Brexit, like, that was the tipping point, I think, anyway, towards United Ireland, in my opinion, was the fact that you have now Protestants in the north voting to stay in the European Union.
But so you guys think that this could all lead to a situation where people in the north, even people who care on some level about their British identity or whatever, that people who live in the north are going to want to remain in the EU, and that they might decide, like, screw it, I would rather be a part of a united Ireland than a part of this sort of...
And they can still be British or Polish or Japanese or whatever they want to be in Ireland. You know what I mean? They'll still have them identities. They'll not be taken away from anybody, any identity.